Hi, it's Billy Staples with Kids with a Dream, and today we are just outside of Baltimore, Maryland, April 2021, with longtime starting pitcher with Major League Baseball in the Baltimore Orioles, Scott McGregor. Scott, it was a good drive, and it's good to be with you today.
Oh, it's great. It's fun.
You played this long career with the Orioles, so I know it can be Captain Obvious, but pick one or two, like clutch, all around team, one or two guys, the best you ever played with or the best you ever faced. You've been asked that a bunch of times, I'm sure, but go in your own direction with how you want
to. I'll give you a pitcher and a hitter.
Okay.
Jim Palmer. He taught us how to pitch.
Really?
71. 420 game winners?
Yeah.
76, Palmer, McGregor, Flanagan, Dennis Martinez. Who are these guys? And Ray Miller was a pitching coach. I played against Ray in the minor leagues, and people say, yeah, Ray was a great pitching coach. I go, really? I'm sitting next to this guy just won 20 games 8 years in a row with 3 Cy Youngs. Who do you think the pitching coach is? Ray was good at buffering between Earl's craziness.
Sure.
But Jimmy was incredible. He was in great condition, worked hard, led by example, but at the same time, and he knows this, he's got an ego as big as the whole outdoors, and he loves talking about himself, but that's all right. But he was so good just watching the game, teaching us how to manage a game, pitch 9 innings, and be smart about situations, and he was just like a encyclopedia on pitching, and then he would just go out and do it. So okay, that's perfect. And then the other one's Eddie. Eddie was the best. Eddie Murray was incredible. He could do anything. Guy could practice getting jammed in batting practice because he knew at times guys are going to be throwing him all kinds of stuff, and with a runner in scoring position, he would just loop it over third base. And then if he needed a home run, he'd hit that. He could steal a base, play defense, played every day. He was incredible.
2 Hall of Famers, 2 teammates,
yeah.
two good answers. Is there that opposing player that, I don't know, did you see the player in the batter's box? Did you go with the zone? Did you go with Dempsey's mitt? You knew it was this great left-handed hitter, this right-handed hitter? Who stands out, or what was your brain thinking when it was that guy up at the plate?
Well, there's playing in the big leagues, there's a lot of them. I'll throw out 3. Number 1 for a while was my good old teammate George Brett. He was stupid good. He was incredible. I couldn't get him out. I got him out the first time, and the first time I faced him was in Memorial Stadium. I struck him out. So he was playing third base. I'm sitting in the dugout, and he looked in, and I just went, it's only one time. He thought I was showing him up, and he was pissed at me for years. I go, George, I was just saying that was only one. Yeah, you're showing me. But George was, oh my gosh. He could just fly. There was I told him, I said, there's certain hitters that, you can watch batting practice. And I said, George, I can turn around and tell when it's you hitting. There's just a different sound, and he played so hard. Oh my God, he was, and Dave Winfield scared the heck out of me because he was notorious for hitting the line drives right through the box, and just I literally would have to say, okay, God, if I die here, I got to pitch to this guy. And then Rod Carew was classic. Wow. He was,
great answer.
Sheesh. He could hit I finally found out he couldn't hit my slow curveball, so I'd just flip it up there. And literally, he would roll it back to me. He could hit, but he'd foul him off. I'd go, okay, I got to have him set up for a fastball. I go, how do you do that? But
you brought it up with the slow curve. So high school versus the minor leagues versus major leagues. So you were great. You were great in high school. You were great in the minor leagues, and you were a great major leaguer. What was that output? What was your thing?
Well, fastball, curveball in high school. I threw a changeup once in a while, but the changeup came later in the big leagues, which definitely made my career. But I could throw strikes. I pitched in and away, threw curveballs when I wanted to. And I had velocity.
So your answer is really a combination of it all.
But and then in the minor leagues, everything was there wasn't a real big difference. It was fastball, 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, curveball, nice curveball, but not real slow, and the changeup was coming along, but it was basically fastball, curveball, both sides of the plate, and then when I got to the big leagues, my first year or so starting, the third time around was like they had everything timed, and so I come to the ballpark one day in 77, 78, and Bamberger was still there, I think. Was he still there then? 77. And one of them. Earl said, "You're going to throw batting practice today, and I want you to throw your curveball in the 60s." Now, he'd seen Cuellar, he'd seen McNally, and he realized what I needed. I needed that space, to change the speeds. And so I'm out there trying to throw, what was that, 74? God, am I going to get in the 60s? And if you see my motion, ended up with that wild thing. Yeah. That's how I had to literally stop and then flip it in there, and that's how I ended up with that motion. But it turned my career around. And then Tommy Morgan was a pitching coach with me, and he in high school one day he came by during the summer, I think, and he showed me a palm ball that he threw. Okay. And I messed with it until I finally got it perfected in the big leagues, and that was when. That pitch was. Bobby Gritch told me one day when he goes, "Can't hit you, can't. You throw that change up and." We look for one, you throw us the other one. It's just not even fair.
And it's coming from Gritch.
And Bobby, yeah.